Hello everybody and welcome to Bell CB. We have a repair report or a modification report on this Teaberry Stalker. And this is for Tommy in Nashville. We started these videos a while back. This radio started about a month ago. And then I sent away for LESCOM board and stuff like that, and it took some time to get back into it. Done a bunch of stuff to it. So let's take a look at some of the stuff we did along the way, and then we'll come back and do the tune-up.
Well, we're finally getting back into Tommy's Teaberry. Here's the LESCOM custom-made LESCOM kit for this particular radio. So the first thing I'm going to do to this is I'm going to change out the PLL chip to an MB8719. I also got that from LESCOM. Thank you to him for that. And let's see where I put that. And we're going to put that right here. So we're going to take out the old PLL chip. And we're just going to solder in this chip socket. So there's our new chip, and our next step is to take out this crystal. I've already unsoldered it, I think. There we go. I unsoldered the capacitor right next to it by mistake. So we're going to take this one out. And again, all the generous parts provided by LESCOM. A new crystal as well. It's going to go right in that spot. When you're done installing that crystal, you solder a little ground over to the can next to it. Your radio, whether it be a 142 or a President Washington or a Teaberry, you know, you may have to do a little longer jumper, but just to the local ground next to it. The next step, on the bottom of the PLL chip you put in, pin 10 has to be isolated. You see how I cut it? Where's my finger? See how I cut it there and there on both sides. Okay, the next step is to hook the red wire from J3A to J5 pin 9 of the PLL, or the empty resistor hole as illustrated in the instructions for clean 8 volts. Well, that hole they want me to use is not an empty resistor hole on a Teaberry. That's this guy right here. So where I'm going to hook up is, that's the hole they thought was empty. I'm going to hook right to there. I went ahead and mounted the board now instead of later. It seemed like it was easier to tell how long the wires were all going to be and stuff. And on this Teaberry, there's a board on the way, so I went above it. You see they go up above each other. And go ahead and connect the white wire to pin 10 of the PLL. Let's use the bottom side of the PLL, unlike the picture in the instructions. Okay, I moved C142 to the back of the board so that this little guy could fit on there better on the front of the board. I still don't know how these 10 pins are going to go into those 9 holes. He has not addressed that in the instructions yet. Okay, I unsoldered these 6 channel control wires. If I can get them all out. Let's do that again. Okay, so these are my loose channel selector wires. I'm going to hook them into J1A. These loose wires here match up all the colors, and when the colors don't match, a few times there's a chart for it. So I'm going to hook those up and heat shrink them. Okay, so I put that jack now down in the holes, and I removed the 10th pin. The instructions did not indicate what to do with it. I took it off. We're going to solder it up right down there. Okay, everything's in according to the instructions. R71 right here has been cut. Everything's plugged in there. Now we're going to mount the band switch, and I think the 10K switch. And it calls for a mic gain hole, but I think I'd rather leave that. We're going to use the tone on this Teaberry. I'm just finishing up some of the pretty stages here. I'm going to bundle this wires, these common to the Lescom board together. And then I'm going to, rather than mish them all together, I group them first. And then I'm going to hold them down here with the other guys so that they match the factory look. Not look too out of place. There's still yet, I have a switch here, there's still yet a 10K switch to install. And I've contacted the customer and asked him whether he wanted to go with a switch in the rear or to use the ANL or the PA switch. So we'll do that later on when he gets back to me. I like to do little things like, you know, pull on a tie wrap before you cut it so it doesn't make a sharp edge. Spin the little buckles around to the backside so they look nice. Little silly things like that. I don't know if anyone ever sees it, but someone's calling me on Sunday. Gonna have to look. Oh, she answered it. Must have been important. I'm going to take the radio's original tone control and mount it right here inside the radio. I don't know if you can see that location here. Right there. So I did a quick alignment procedure. It required me to measure the voltage right there on pin 17 of that chip. And then come over here and measure the voltage at D1 of the Lescom board. And then it tells you to make it 0.5 volts left by adjusting that control right there. All the bands are in now, all the channels are in. All I gotta do is make sure my AM upper and lower sideband are right on frequency. And that should finish this up. Not too much time left. Good time, you're almost done here. It's in there now. I put a foam separator in there just in case it ever wants to sag. Yeah, we talked to you on the phone today, said you wanted a whatnot, so we put that in. And you know, I want to mention when I put a watt knob control on a radio, when you take it from the inside to the inside version, the manufacturer didn't have to worrying about a minimum and maximum. There was a technician doing the adjustment. But on the outside, it's the user doing the adjustment. So you have to make adjustments. You have to put in resistors in line that will
make it so that you can't go too high and can't go too low. Otherwise, the user will go from 0 watts all the way to 16 watts dead key. So he could do anything from sound terrible to drive his final stage so bad he'll burn it up in a day. You'll see soon on the tune-up there that I've got it set for about 1 watt to 5 watts. Can't go too low, can't go too high. The 10kc switch, he chose to put it right here. Right here on the PA. And the tone switch has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 position band switch. 5 bands. Our frequency range now all the way up is 27,965 and all the way down 26,065. There we go. I'm going to put it together. We'll do a tune-up report. We're all done with it. Okay, I'm going back into this Teaberry because I didn't like how narrow banded it was, you know. As I got into the outer bands, the power was really dropping off quite a bit. So I checked out with some of my notes, some of my old CB magazines and stuff. I got a few widebanding procedures. I also got the procedure here, the wideband procedure from Lescom, from Lester's truck stop. He's got a nice little widebanding procedure in there I'm going to check out. And we'll see how it comes out, how widebanded she is after that. Okay, so that's what it took to get here, and now here we are. And at the end of that widebanding procedure, about 3 bands really talk pretty good, and then the 2 outer bands, way at the bottom, way at the top, they kind of fade off. You know, you can go in there and monitor and stuff, and even talk if you want, but you won't be big and booming like you are in the middle 3 bands. Let's take a look at this. 1, A, B, C. Channel 20. Okay, right up here we gave it variable power in the back of the radio. I put that there with a matching Teaberry knob. Gave it variable power. Let me put it all the way up. Yeah. 5.5, we'll call it. All the way down, just under 1 watt, 1 to 5, not too bad. Okay, I'm going to turn it back up. We're going to look at the 50 watt scale here, looking right in the middle there. See where it says 10 and 20? Audio, check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, check, 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 check. He said make it swing like an export. Make my Teaberry swing like an export is what he said. Audio, check, 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 check. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. And on sideband. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and he loves his receiver. Hey. You'll be nice.
Fuck you do.
No, that's not any way to talk to your mother. She's right here next to me. You want to say hi?
I'm talking to your mama. She's sitting next to me.
If she was sitting next to you, she'd be kicking your ass for talking like that.
She said, motherfuck you.
See, she don't talk like that. You got somebody else's mother there, driver.
If you don't talk like that, she got me to do it for you. For her. She said she baby you all your damn life. That's what's wrong with you now. 8 degrees in Minnesota.
How about it, Minnesota? How about it, Minnesota? You got a cabby on Florida commute.
Have a good day and a better day tomorrow. And I hope a prosperous New Year. Triple O said that.